I mean, I guess I want to try the Twilight tech either way. Let's see, what am I missing? Clearwater pathway. I'll try to play a few games with the wedding announcement version of Esper 2 just to get a feel for a wedding announcement, but they crushed it. There's a Basic Planes who was in chat earlier said that they won the arena qualifier this weekend, which is super hard to do. So, and that Twilight was really good. Twilight. What's the name of that card? Blue something. Twilight. What else am I missing? Is that it? Well, just perfect hands. Perfect deck building. It's nice, I don't even have to look up what a Jolly Goblin likes to play. I'm just gonna get to see on turn 1 anyways. Yeah, I mean, what does it, I think, is just a spike, right? It's just a sugar spike when you have a big meal. It's like bad for your focus. Hey, Bass, glad that you're enjoying the deck. Full screen. One day I'll get a new desktop, and then I'm trying to like, no, whatever, it's not worth. I mean, I could do. Let's see, video capture, flow, transform. All right, Jolly Goblin, what you up to? Pro or anti significant caffeine at long events? I drink coffee at home. Like, I usually have coffee just before the stream or when I start. At tournaments, I don't. I tried it, and I think it's worse for me. I don't need it. I think I think I play worse was caffeine. But I'm also not like a lifelong coffee drinker. What do we have here? Wow. Their hand is horrendous.
Hey yo arrive then UWOKKERS black screen? Still better than Moto.
What's up, Loch? Hope you're doing good. Let's main consider. Get rid of that. Play Watery Grave. Could have drawn Shredder, but it's fine if they did. You don't have coffee? I mean, I'm not even sure I need. I only have started having coffee because I felt like I was like a little low energy during the afternoon stream sometimes. Apparently, I used to think it was like you crash a bit after lunch, but apparently it doesn't necessarily have to do with lunch. It might just be like just a like clock thing, like internal clock, where you naturally like get a little tired around midday, and coffee helps with that. So I'm not too sure. I'm not an expert, but when I started drinking coffee, I also started trying it at tournaments, see if it would help me, and I felt like I was a little too giddy and a little too like I don't know. Hey Mayo, what's up? Thanks, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the show. Alright, let's hope they didn't draw
Daily Quest Top 8 of 400-person tournament.
not the greatest, not the worst. Nice little 2-for-1. Solent, what's up, bud? Thanks for the 44 months.
Too bad you didn't win.
Thanks, Raph. I was a little disappointed, you know, losing in the quarters, just money-wise, you know. It's kind of like in poker, it's pretty top-heavy, so it's better to just win a tournament and bomb like 3 in a row than just make it to the quarters. But it was honestly like still really cool to make back-to-back top 8 runs out of 64 months. Thanks, Raph. And Nimzovich, yeah, I heard there was a Luffy that top 8 challenge. Not super surprised. Jose's been trying to tell us for years now. Do I use my counter? Or do I don't even have to do anything, I guess. I can just Thoughtseize and say go. Because I don't really want to use Drown on Treader. I want to save it for Puzzle, something like that. Obviously don't want to play 2 spells right now either, so I think I'm okay just saying go, like there's no rush. Event is nice. I only have 2, so it's nice if somehow they get some Phoenix, but it's so hard for them to get to the Phoenix spot in the first place if they have counter for pieces of the puzzle. And there we go. Just want to make sure you don't just lose to Hall randomly, but have my own Hall and have a Drown. It's gonna be awkward. Like, do I tap out if I draw another land and start beating down with Hall and let them potentially come back with pieces of the puzzle, or I guess I can't really trade blows, and I didn't draw the land. Anyways. But yeah, I went over my tournament for those who are just tuning in, but if you have any questions about the tournament, feel free. I don't hate using my cards here. Just gets them closer to Phoenix and stuff. I don't know. Seems fine to just counter. Lover's pretty good too. I'll keep that. Chilliest. 2 years anniversary. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary to us. Oh, they might be out of basics. I see 2 islands. I don't think they have many more. Missed the conversation. What happened after the standard training you were doing? Well, I did top 8 the tournament this weekend in Naples. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. What was this decision tree not to play Grixis? Did you like the Grixis matchup from the Esper side? Well, Grixis didn't do very well in the first round of RCs. And every deck I built, I was beating Grixis on the ladder. So I decided to not even bother with Grixis. I would have eventually. My plan was to try out stuff, and then I figured I would try out stuff, nothing would be good, and then I would just tune Grixis for a few days. But then I just found that Esper Legends deck, and alright, let's do it for science, I guess. I mean, they could just pieces into Time Walk and kill me. This is probably like kind of a close-ish spot. I think holding mana up, waiting to have like 1 more mana. Because like either I draw a land and have drawn up, or I start drawing spells, which is also good. So it's kind of a win-win if I just keep mana up here. Yeah, I was 10 and 0 at the end. I think on the ladder was Esper Legends against Grixis. Obviously, it's an arena ladder results. It's not like. But I figured if I'm like 10 and 0 on the ladder, it's pretty hard for the matchup to be worse than 50-50. Like, I don't think there can be that big of a, how do you say, discrepancy. Oh, look at me. Hate Twitch chat. I didn't even take the Shark Typhoon. No, that's the thing. I felt like I was playing against pretty decent players too. Like I didn't feel like people were just playing super bad against me. And yeah, I just started playing that Esper Legends deck. I really liked it. I thought it was fun, and I felt like I was tuning it and had a good list, so decided to go with it. And yeah, as I said, every other deck I built was just beating Grixis. Like all the tracks, the decks was beating Grixis. Toxic fell ahead against Grixis. Negate, perfect. Just say go in Flashback Deluge. What's different with this list? What do you mean? Let's get another land, and I guess I'll take Shark. Start Pioneer, right? It's first game back. It's good to be back. Doing my thing. A little delayed, apologies. Was a trooper. I mean, they're ahead on time. My rep my rep precedes me. Oh yeah, I mean I could have untapped. Obviously, let my Narset die. Obviously, it doesn't really matter what I do at this point. Speaking of, I probably should just kill my opponent. Doop. That's me. Sorry. Dude, I must have had another chub that popped. Oh yeah, that chat is not muted. Discord noise is actually genius. It's just so good for chat engagement. Always someone to react to that. Why, Gab? Oh, I have a good story. I got a why Gab IRL story. Why Gab? Why did you do that? It was really cool though. So I was playing in the feature match, and at the end of the game, the match, the friend, it's Kevin, the French head judge, like really good, nice guy and good, really great judge, obviously. He goes, "Why, Gab?" Because he goes, I have a strategic question, Gab. When you played Toulouse, why didn't you discard the free one, the slasher? You discarded the Wandering Emperor instead of discarding the slasher and bringing it back. And basically, I didn't know that because on Arena, I only played the deck on Arena, so if you don't have full control, it doesn't even come up. And I mean, obviously, if you know the rules and think about it, you can figure it out. It's not just Arena's fault, but so basically, when you have Toulouse in play, that has the passive that says, when you discard, you exile it instead, and then you get your cards back. But it still goes to the graveyard. So you can actually, it's a really good play. You can discard the Transmogrant, the free one, to Toulouse. The triggers goes on the stack, and then you can pay 2 to bring it back into play before it gets exiled, and it comes back with a counter. And on Arena, if you're not playing in full control, you don't get the priority to do it. So I never realized. So it was like a why gap story, but also it was like, I mean, too bad it was at the very end of the tournament because maybe it had come up already. And it's a spot that does come up pretty often. I mean, you don't always have the 2 extra black mana. That's like not trivial, but it was kind of funny. He was like, I have a strategic like kind of like I made it strictly work because what I ended up doing is I played to lose, discarding Wandering Emperor, and I ended up casting the Transmogrant for 2 mana anyways as a free one. So it was like just infinitely worse. Let's see. Cling is good. Cut down is arguably better than push. It's a little worse against Shredder, but better against Phoenix. Forget are the Sharks. Dispute Reversal's great. I think you won the Thoughtseize. Probably won the Edicts. You won the counters. Even Sabotage, not the worst. Gearhulk can probably go. Meathook can go. Cut down versus push. I think I'm gonna keep the push maybe. You still get the 1/1 counter on Toulouse if you do that. I'm assuming you do because you did discard a spell. Does that also mean I can hers between discarding and the card going under Toulouse? Probably, but... Oh, you mean so they don't get it under Toulouse? Yeah, maybe? It's kind of tough to make cuts in this matchup. And all these cards are really good. You don't want to go too greedy on trimming the removal. Maybe free push, free edicts is enough. Because I have Dispute to counter the... Oh, but they bring in the 2/1s. That's like how you lose a matchup. The 2/1s, maybe they bring against you. Shark Typhoon's really good. I think it gets better after sideboard. I think I want all the Shark Typhoons. I mean, you could make an argument that Shark Typhoon's just better than Narset in this matchup. It's like less variance, I guess. Just be greedy and cut the considers. The lazy cuts. Maybe it's right to just trim consider sometimes. Edict. Yeah, I think maybe I have one or two too many removal spells. I could see that. I'll keep. Obviously, it's kind of sketch to not have a turn 1 or turn 2 play, but I don't think the matchup is like super free. So I mean, every card matters in these matchups, especially after sideboard. No Garage now. It's only 2 Narset. I think Field of Rain's just more important. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Celtics banner. What's up? Alright, this game's looking all worse. Maybe I'll get to reg them with event next turn. I didn't cast it in game 1, right? I mean, they should expect to have 1 or 2 events in my list, but you never know. Just drew all lands since the beginning of the game. Nice. Love it. Oh, another one. Cool. Oh, it's cool. Honestly, it's cool. I don't mind. At least I'm gonna hit spells off Narset. I think taking Thoughtseize is also acceptable, but now they're like, oh, I need to do something about Edict. Maybe they just hardcast a Phoenix here if they have it. But I have one in the yard too. Hey Quake, what's up? Thanks. What game mode is this? This is Pioneer on Magic Online. Be right back. Really deep in the tank. That's just efficiency. So what happened? They cast pieces of the puzzle, I guess. And they got Treasure Cruise and another pieces. Yikes. Played against a young dude at my LGS on Thursday. He went to Naples and got 28th. Now I'm oddly proud. I mean, it's cool, yeah. 28th. Qualified for the Pro Tour. Do I know how to curse in Italian? I mean, maybe I already knew, but no, not really. Paris in May? Nice, it's a beautiful city. Sure, we're gonna have a great time. When are you coming? I'm gonna be in the States in May, early May. Um, is there much for me to do here besides Edict? There, late May for Labor Day. What's that? The yellow katanas are nice. Yeah, I know. That's what I gave away because I had white and yellow, and everyone was just, oh, obviously yellow for yellow hat. That's what I played with too. Yeah, I like the yellow. Well, Quig, maybe hit me up. You know, I hate committing to these kind of things, but I know what your plans are. If you want to, obviously. My mod, after all. Long time mod. Cool. Because I should be, yeah. The PT, the con is the Magic Con is early May, end of May. I don't know when Athens is, but Labor Day is in September though. Ooh, different countries. Yellow Hat meetup, yeah. Didn't we have too many subs? And I mean, there was Rosie Hoser again, but who else was there in Naples? I mean, I guess I think Ignotus subs, but I see Ignotus all the time now. Who else? I'm in Italy, going to France sometime soon. What to do? Do you know where they're going already? I mean, I always say the same thing. I'm not gonna know better than what you can look up on the internet, honestly. But well, that's 7 cards in hand, but I have a lot of cards in hand too. This game's probably like close over though. I have 5 cards in hand. I'm from the area. I'm not a tourist guide. Hey, Rap Solo, what's up? I mean, are you going to Paris? Don't want non-touristy advice? I just enjoy walking in the city, and it's just nice city. Just walk and wander. Can go wherever. And if you've never been to Paris, you should go to Paris and actually do the touristy stuff. It's like the castle in Versailles is really nice. Oh, okay. And get a little tricky for them to just actually kill me this game. Not sure why I did that now. It's probably not great. It's probably not terrible either. They have 1 island in their yard. Should have just waited for their draw step. It's all loose. I went to Paris and I did not enjoy it, to be honest, but I went at an extremely turbulent time, you could say. Not sure what you mean, but was it related to the city? What didn't you like about Paris? I mean, Frenchies can be a little rude and it's all dirty and it smells like piss sometimes, but I'm guessing that's most big cities. Is it difficult when people show up with cards in German, Spanish, etc.? It doesn't really matter. I mean, you know most of the cards. Oh, dude, I didn't even realize that iteration. I mean, I guess they had two. Maybe I punted. I should have just exiled both iterations. I'm just not paying attention. Oh well. I mean, I think it can be. I didn't say it's just everyone's rude and it smells terrible everywhere you go. And I mean, I guess I should get the second iteration now. Probably just dead though. I might even have Spell Pierce for my Cling here. Should I at least gotten one iteration on my turn? I think they were tapped out. That sucks. Where's my phone? Probably should have my phone just in case. Three Kaito. I actually played one of each Kaido in my sideboards. Oh, I'm dead. Hey, Fodder Frodo. Let's see. On the play, you can cut a bunch of removal. I think they do have Drake though. I think Sabotage gets better against Drakes and stuff too. Let's see. How much removal do they keep in? Probably almost none, right? Maybe JVP is fine. Alright, this looks like a reasonable mix of everything. I like it. Hey Decky, when is the full list for Innistrad Remastered online? Is that draft format on Arena? I'm not the best person to ask. Oh, someone did try and call me. My wife. Kalidas against Phoenix? Nah, it's too awkward. It's expensive. They have depends on their list. Depends what they keep in. I mean, thing is, they can if you tap out for Kalidas, they can tap out for worse sometimes. Like even just a Crackling Drake and stuff, and even if you kill it, I don't know, they can overpower Kalidas.
Scam.
Such ubs. What's up? What's up, Mario? Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Were you considering going to Naples? You probably don't live close, right? It's like not that close if you live in the north of Italy or something. Did you consider going? Let's hope. Makes no sense. I'd rather draw a Watery Grave later in the game. Let's hope I draw a card drawing spell. 3-hour train head, but you had an exam on Monday. Well, you just study on the train and on the way back. One has that stuffed a Magic player before. You can main phase it to try and hit exactly Thoughtseize, but they could have Spell Pierce, and this is better. Like, they might not jam a Shredder into Censor. Or just into a removal. They might wait to, like, be able to go Shredder plus something. Damn. Main phase opt. Alright, you got me. Let's see. I don't think it's a bait, but maybe it's next level. I mean, it's not the worst. I'm not doing like too much with my mana. But it looks like I got baited. At least they haven't gotten lucky with Phoenixes yet. They did just bin the pieces of the puzzle, so they might just really be mana screwed. I know, but I was waiting. I was practicing all these years, waiting for the Pro Tour to come back. I'm finally getting my shot to shine. I think keeping Sabotage is fine, but obviously I need lands, I need a card drawing spells. Kind of need a lot here. I think playing JVP is okay. If they have disputes, I guess I just let them have it. Dispute's gonna be amazing against me. Ah, man. I got a Phoenix in the bin too. Yeah, I mean, if I hadn't played Jace, I would be able to play Jace now. Go one island in the bin at least. Come on, Kling. Something good. Ugh. What'd they get? They took strategic planning and spell pierce. Yeah, getting a little unlucky. Flood, game 2, mulligan into like them having a pretty good hand. Again, still come back, but it's gonna be tough. Treasure cruise, man. I mean, I'm kind of helping them. It's kind of the same thing though. I'll let it resolve, they get to go pieces. And that spell pierce can be good. I kind of have to make them a little frustrating. Especially because like game 2 I just was not paying attention. Probably just win if I cling both iterations on my turn and let their like stuff live for a turn. I don't know. Kind of sucked. Well, at least it's kind of good, I guess. They hit a second Phoenix in the long run. Good for me. But I mean, they're gonna have 8 cards to my 2. So they don't have another spell pierce. Just that if they do. I seen in Wafu's list was 4 Deluge 2 Dig. I mean, Wafu just plays too many card drawing spells in his control decks. This is like special move. Yeah, I mean, Drake's pretty good when you get to do your thing and have to tap out. And I mean, I think it's good even though I have Narset and disputes and stuff. But obviously, it's extra good when they get to do that. Phoenix matchup's not that great, honestly. I mean, it's fine. I think your favorite, but you'd look at the list and you'd be like, oh, it's a really good matchup for blue black, but not really. I think it's favorite though. When was the last time I played an aggro deck? I don't know, this weekend. That's for Legends, kind of an aggro deck. Right on time. Play Narset, try and hit an Edict. Or get to say go, hope my shark lives. I think I'm better off just need not to have disputes. I'd probably keep like a lightning axe or two, so my token not super likely to live. I like the high upside line. Obviously, Shark Typhoon is a, I don't know, other line, but plays this maybe. Oh, it's not even that good. They can just play a Phoenix and kill it, and then still have 7 cards in hand. Don't even joke, Claw. Sorry. Bad joke. That's kind of a cool one. So you're saying I don't even have to win, I just have to not die. I got rid of Consider. That's the worst card in their hand. It's gonna go well for me. They probably have like 2 iterations in a time walk or something. You could maybe cling first here, see if I draw my last Extinction Event. Doesn't matter what I get rid of? I don't think so. That's a really good draw. Probably not gonna be enough, but no wisdom discarding that Consider to Shredder. There's almost no way. I have no more islands, so at least Field of Ruin's gonna be Strip Mine. It's gonna be close. 130. There's a bunch of triggers, spells they have to counter. They're still in the tank somehow. I think I'm gonna time them out. Pieces? Sure. I mean, all they need is resolve a time walk, I guess. They have the mana for it. They found a trespass. They kept in 2 trespass against the control deck, which is a little sketchy. Not sure what to do here. What else did he get? Treasure Cruise. How many counters? 1 dispute, 2 dispute, 1 spell pierce. Because if I make a 4/4 shark, how many lightning axe? If I make a 4/4 shark, it can lightning axe trespass kill me. This 4/4 shark could like Field of Ruin Hull? Man, if you have 1 less mana, I could just Field of Ruin the Spirebluff Canal. Could Field of Ruin Hull and make a 2/2 shark. Or I could Deluge. I also have Cling. Does Cling matter at all? I could take it this turn. Man, it's so tough. Because that's 5. Can bring back another Phoenix. Could Field of Ruin Cycle Shark for 1 and try and draw a push. It's not very good either. What if I Deluge into a removal? Okay, if I make a 4/4, I block, I go down to 8. Do they have Lightning Axe? I think 4/4 Shark's probably my best shot here. I think they should have at least one axe in their sideboard. Their deck up their sideboard, no. Wait, they're not playing Trespass? Oh. Why did it not play Trespass? Interesting. Am I crazy? Seems kind of bad not to play Trespass there. I don't think they can kill me in 28 seconds. Iteration, sure, I mean. And they have to delve cards and attack. Hey Ted, thanks. Appreciate it. It was a nice run. Yeah, I mean, they obviously had me. Oh, we're not even the last match. It's kind of wild. Giganto? What's Giganto? Ham's probably fine against the Giganto deck, right? It's probably something aggressive. Saucy did well this weekend. What'd you do well in? You won the Modern Showcase? Oh, somehow I didn't see that on Twitter. Wow. So you're going to the mocks? No, you qualified for the mocks tournament. Or you qualified for the mocks tournament. This matchup's really bad game one and pretty good sideboards. Qualified for the playoffs, awesome. Was Junt in which format? Standard? Oh no, you literally just said modern. Or is it Saga or not? Looking on leaderboards. I wonder how I'm doing on leaderboard, if I'm close at all. I would counter that if they had a card in their yards. I think it's probably a worth counter. Or Saga, yeah. I think the Saga version is probably better. I think I can safely cycle here because I have Negate for Fable. Till your next end step. Probably not quite worth it. Oh. What'd they reveal? Fable and Claim. So if I counter that, they get to resolve with Fable. Anyone has a link to the leaderboard for a lazy streamer? I wouldn't want to disrupt the flow of the stream. Think I can use Sabotage here. This probably looks like it. Hey, what's up, Justin? Such kindlers. Who? Am I close at all? I'm not close at all. Let's see. I don't see my name on the... Am I even on the list? Gnarl Grande just has more points than me? Figured at some points. Maybe I'm like, no. Alright. Well, I guess I haven't done very well in these I've played a few too. Yeah, too busy. Too busy doing well. The Pro Tour. Sorry. I'm more of an IRL player. I'm more of a field player. I'm not like an online wizard. I gotta have a man across of me, so I can get these reads and outplay them. Yeah, I don't play the cards. But Gab, you just tap 4 mana and put an island into play. You can't do that. Like, you don't understand. At the end of the game, I'm just like lay down my hand. I'm like, I bluffed you. I had nothing. Opponent just scoops their card, looking at me weird. Like, yeah, but you lost. Like, yeah, I'm not some GTO nerd. Optimal plays. I don't know what to do here. Do I need to Edict for a token? Every point of life matters. Only one GRV? Dude, how did you even get a GRV? It's really hard. Like, basically on day one, you can't get a GRV. What did I do on day one? Oh, I thought Kaido was, for some reason, I mean, I know what the card does, but I thought Kaido was you didn't have to discard if you dealt damage, but it's just if you attacked. So I went attack, didn't deal damage, and then I went Kaido plus, and I'd set up the free one on top. So I went draw it, discard it, and my opponent was like, "No, you don't get to discard." It's like, and we realized at the end of like a little later, and I didn't even get a GRV for that. It's just we backtrack and we go back and. But on day two, I think then it's like PT levels. On day two, it's quote unquote easier to get a GRV, I guess. Um, Kind of sucks exiling my graveyard, but uh, Field of Ruin is good. And I guess I just have to keep Sabotage for now. How much dollar do you think a new player needs to invest to start playing competitive MTG now that we have qualifiers for regional, Pioneer, Generational, and Standard? I don't know. I'm not a finance guy. Sorry. I mean, there's a money investment, there's a time investment. Like you knew when the new Kaido did Nanjitsu. I don't understand your question. I sit down at the table and shortly after people have taken my money. I'm watching High Stakes Poker, the latest season, and Nick Schulman is so funny. He's such a savage. At one point, they're have to Field of Ruin or else I just die, right? Then they sack it and I don't get the land. They were talking about like who can make a good impersonation of who at the table. Oh, they didn't do it. Or maybe they're just gonna cast a Fable and it's gonna be even worse for me. And then John Robert Deland is playing in the game and he's like, I've never seen someone who can really do a good impersonation of me. Anytime someone tries, just like not that good. And then Nick Schulman, who's commentating, goes, "Oh, I do a good John Robert impression. Actually, I just take a nice bottle of wine, go down to the casino, and light $300,000 on fire. Just oh, it's not Hull. It's just land. Nick Schulman's kind of the goat. Did I see Bryn bluff all in against the nuts? No, but I saw he was back playing turn once. Apparently they let him. I didn't see that turn though. Yeah, I watched Trident Poker a bit on Twitch this week. Caught a decent bit of it. Somehow I still seem to be like kind of in this game. Can Gigant, I can thingy for odds. Maybe I don't even need to do anything. I have a Gearhulk to block. Short deck. I didn't see much of the short deck. I did see the hand between Linus and Antonius where Linus repping Nut Flush and Patrick goes in the tank. I mean, Thoughtseize is nice, but I don't know if I can even afford to right now. I need the second event. I think I need to find Cling to Dust is really what I need. I wonder if I even need to event right now. Can they kill a Gearhulk? Claim, push. I guess they play that sorcery card, sorcery speed card. The braids? What do you think? This is standard? Just casually packing some braids. I don't know, it's not terrible to odd for, to extinction even for odd here. Why didn't he just, oh, I don't know what's going on here. Hey, Valubizia. Yeah, I was making some top 7 jokes. My friend used to do that at our local game store, like the big weekend turns. He'd just show up and he'd be like, "Sorry guys, it's top 7 today." He was really good. I need to play a bit faster. Minute behind. Yeah, just let them have it. I really need to find that Cling. Waffle is not arrogant enough. He doesn't. Not a deluge. Almost want to take land here. They have claim anyways. Yeah. Keeping making land drops is good, even this late in the game. Now often never lived in Paris. Not even sure he played at that time. Not sure when he started playing Magic. Any real Waffle stands in chat? Know when Waffle started? I think they run something like Bone Shards, but the one that exiles, I think, and that you can pay 5 mana for. Alright, I've made up 15 seconds. Going for the back-to-back timeouts. Hopefully they don't have another one. Probably just dead on board if they do. Is Narset good enough? Probably. I don't think I need another Narset right now. Maybe. I think it's better than Field of Ruin at this point. We probably have just million claim the firstborn in hand. Negate or consider this. Kind of depends how slow I want to play it here. Doesn't look like they have much going on. I see the top deck Devil. It's bad for me that I didn't just play a second Narset, but even, I mean, I don't have that many cards that interact with Devil anyways. Well, that's GG. Yes, I messed up. Maybe even casting Narset was a mistake in the first place. Maybe just flashing back Deluge would have been better. I'd do anything if I push Familiar first. Probably. Red-black matchup for this deck. Game 1's really bad. It's a bit better now with Kling in the deck. I think I'm very, very dead. Gotta be right. I didn't do the math. If I'd found my one Kling this game, I might have been okay. Seems like I was starting to turn the corner. Seems like I maybe was one turn away from turning the corner. Doop. Is that just very lethal? It's gotta be. I wasted another minute. Shape and still play MTG, I don't know. Not competitively. Kling's D, Kalidas and Verdict, obviously amazing. Shark can go. Thoughtseize is okay. Like Sheoldred Edict's probably pretty bad. Let's see, I want the push, I want the Klings. I want the counters, I want the Narset. I want the card draw and the Gearhulk. Event's probably okay. JVP's probably okay. Thoughtseize probably okay. Edict. I mean, Edict against a Fable token if Fable resolves not the worst. Probably just Thoughtseize is decent against them. Casting the second Narset. I mean, in hindsight, I wish I did, but I think I should have just Deluged. I didn't really think about it. I was like, oh, I need more mana, but I think I had 10 mana, so I cast Deluge. I see 7 cards, find the Clang, and then so I have 1 mana for Clang, hopefully, that I find, and then 2 mana for a counter spell or removal spell. Alright, I'll need the. Where is it even coming from? Yeah, that one. Oh, Leyline of the Voids. Oh, wow. It's pretty good against me. They have Harvester, right? We didn't see Harvester, but they must. I think I still have to cycle. Those cats dig for 8 mana. Gonna look bad cycling here if they play Harvester, because I even drew the third land. Be real bad. It's close. I think it's close whether to cycle or not. I don't think Oven does that much for them, just because I have Cling. But I kind of want to tap out for an Narset next turn anyways. Maybe I don't have to. I don't have anything like a Blast Zone. I guess Oven's not that scary when I have Verdict in hand. He might have Thoughtseize. If I really want to negate the rest. Hey Adam, what's up? I don't think I'm in a rush to cast Narset. Actually, casting Narset was probably just fine. Well, This is also fine. Oh, the Neoform deck? Is that Pioneer? Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin when I have Hive and I have Narset seems fine. Oh, Meathook Massacre is really good. Let's see if I can make up 2 minutes. He's not playing super fast. Furred Oven, nice. Alright, looks like we win. Looks like we probably win. It's gonna be a matter of time, I think. Yeah, PKS, thanks. Just gonna use push. Don't want to lose a land. Alan's pretty good against me. Stops a lot of stuff. They probably have a land, right? But what am I hoping for at this point? Was my Thoughtseize. I think I should just save it and play it the turn before I play it when I draw Kalidas. I've done in response to activation. Was Field of Ruin? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was just zoned out. Makes sense. I think I should just use my Cling at this point. I'm not sure it's getting much better. Because they have an extra food and free oven, so I can't really get a cat. Draw one. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. Oh, it's not even good, right? It's not a food they have, it was a treasure. I'm not even sure it was good for them to do what they just did. Oh yeah, they can sag the devil to get a food to bring back in response. So it saves me a bunch of life. I think a card's just more valuable at this point. Could cling the cat and then they have to sag the devil. No, plus they can't bring it back on the last one. Oh, they can do that, yeah. Is that more damage though? Might have messed up there, missed out on a few points of damage. Push him to cling with devil on the stack. No, I don't care. I don't care about damage. I'd rather get value out of my Meathook and save my cards. Just gonna do what I should have done a while ago. Cycle that cling. Narset would be nice. Or anything, really. What separates good from great players or control players? I don't know, man. Just play more Magic. Whoever has the opportunity to dedicate more time playing the game, probably. Oh man, this game was looking really good for a second and drawn very well. Oh, yes. Enjoy the free treasure. Oops. Yeah, Costello. I saw your email. I've been lazy about stuff since I came back. I'm down though. Blue white better. I don't know. The sideboard games are really good for blue black. The one verdict and the two Kalidas go a really long way. I mean, Kalidas is insane against them. Like totally obscene. Just been breaking for days. I mean, I can bounce my Meathook, but that gives them a window to stack cat a bunch and just kill me probably. Then using Fatal Push here means to get to Reflection, but I mean, I guess I can Otawara Meathook next turn. I only have one basic left. Oops. Besides that Otawara Meathook is kind of the rest proof. Well, at least I'm ahead on time. Any reason to keep a land in hand? Probably not. I have Hardcast Dig. Oh, why not? Let's do it now. Could backfire, but this way I won't draw my swamp. Hey, Better Call Saul, thanks. Where'd that second cat come from? I really like did some work. Just the one cling. The one cling would have drawn me like 2 extra cards by now.
At this point, it doesn't feel like a prime sub anymore, but more like a top 8 sub.
Mr. Lucky, thanks. Appreciate that. Sorcery sub. It's probably worth it, right? I mean, that's why I was saving it, kind of. Awkward Jace. How is it awkward? Kind of great. A looter. A blocker. Best Jace ever. Come on, Kalidas. Where are you? Oh my god. Are you for real? The land or the Gearhulk? I mean, land's pretty bad. I need him to break like one more. Oh, but they have Fable. Oh, I have Narset. Oh, Narset was really. Oh, I thought good Narset was here. Is it one turn too late? Do I die if they're attacking Narset with everyone? I almost want to chump. Don't want to kill Narset that badly. I don't chump. I guess you got me. I don't think I need Gearhulk anymore. Man, one turn too late again. So sick. I don't even know if she drew that well. I just didn't see a Kalidas in my top 30 cards. Or 35 or whatever it was. Or you mean that specific draw step? Sure. What the... Does that work? Does that do anything? Yeah, I'll take. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, of course. I draw the one turn I need to draw a spell. I draw a freaking land. Go up to 6 and just has 6 damage. So stupid. I think Thoughtseize is bad in this matchup. I don't think it's great, but they can't beat Kalidas. And they have like Fable, I guess some Nixilis pretty good against you too. Getting a dispute. Like usually it's not great in these matchups because there's a lot of top decking going on. But the thing is you have Kalidas, so it's like kind of good with Kalidas. Either way, I have to maul. So maybe just play Darkslick Shore. Hey Doxy, thanks. Thoughtseize bug. I think I like saving Shark here. Can combo with push to give me revolt, or just having a 1/1 is good sometimes. They have like beat downs the 2/1. It's probably gonna be free too. Just counter Grizzly Salvage here. Probably don't even have it, they would just main phase it, right? Like a card, they don't fill up their graveyards. I'll save it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's right. Male Perhelion and found a Greasefang. Not bad. What do you do here? Do you sabotage or do you go Shark plus push? I think just Shark plus push is better. Fills up my graveyard more. It's better against Chariot. Like if they only have Perhelion, you can maybe let them get it back. But if they bring back Chariot here, I'm just screwed. Wait for the trigger. It's risky. I think they know about the 2 cards in my hand. So. Wow, Mr. Simba. Mr. Simba's like, wow, educational stream. I actually learned something on the Yellowhead stream. Never happened before. I thought the channel was just all about the memes. Let it trigger? Do you listen to what I say or probably not actually? What if they bring back Chariot? I just lose. I think I have to let that resolve. Not sure. If I counter it, it can have like the card that brings it back for 2 mana. Which apparently they had. Oh no, Informant. Informant's fine. I definitely want to push, fill up my graveyard. I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, Peter. I'm sure you have a very reasonable line, but you should do what I say. Oh, I didn't listen to you, by the way. By the way. That's not good for me. Hopefully they don't have an untapped land. At least I get to cast Dig. I'm gonna have a sweeper. I need like, I'm not sure what I need. I don't think there's anything I can draw. Oh no, no. Meathook Massacre, not good enough. Maybe Land Cling Event. Land Cling Event buys me a turn. This is a pretty tough matchup. It's pretty tough without the Clings. Clings help a decent bit. I think I want all the Shark Typhoons. Good against Liliana too. They might have Liliana. Probably not great Thoughtseize matchup. And then Shadow's Verdict, probably decent. Push is a little awkward. I had free Field of Runes and 4 Shark. I think Edict was awkward against them, right? Yeah, Edict's not very good. Oh, but they have Liliana. Probably. Let's see. Just not gonna do Thoughtseize, I guess. Guess I should have countered that first Grizzly Salvage. I figured maybe if they didn't play it on their turn, it means they didn't really need it. Maybe they were just playing careless. Kalidas. I don't think Kalidas works in this matchup. Especially bad if they have Liliana in their deck. I guess with all the sharks, maybe it's good because I have shark to protect from Liliana. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. I think I'm just gonna want to cycle here with Dig in hand and Sabotage in hand. As a Fang player for Lily, 2 Daenerys coming in, invest 2, probably trading Water Bloom per Helion. Yeah. You think Kalidas is scary for you? That 4 Shark Typhoons. They always get you a scan, stay away on Fang. Yeah, but I mean that means you have to have Kalidas in play before they play it and stuff. And I mean there's a bunch of spots where you can just never tap out because they just kill you if you tap out. Yeah, this is mid Sharon, don't care too much. Well, that's funny. I would say that's like a spot where Kalidas lines up nicely and makes up for it. It goes toe to toe with Chariot, kind of. If you're really ambitious, you could surveil that just to fill up your graveyard faster. I don't think I'm that desperate this game, though. My hand's kind of okay. Hey, DM, you're welcome. And welcome to the chat. Vessel, that was the English deck, right? The English build. Card wasn't very popular before. English Traverse, or Vessel Traverse. Welcome, Ted. Kalidas I found is mostly a trap in like against green too. I tried it for a while. I was like, oh, if you play it and then push and it kind of takes over. But I don't think it quite works out most of the time. Are there enough win cons in this deck? Yeah, more than enough. Classic. Classic win con question. You don't need a ton.
Monkey says, "What's Nassif's win condition?" You, my friend, must not know what Yellow Hat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions.
What's not a trap? Well, last matchup. Sacrifice, it's your best cards. White Weenie, it's pretty good.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line! Shark flew up! It was clearly in!
Burn, mono white. You don't bring it in a ton of matchups, but I don't need that. I need something that stops Sheoldred. I guess push plus Edict kind of does it. I'm sure I'm forgetting a matchup or two for Kalidas, but yeah. Oh, Gruul. Really good against Gruul. Liliana.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I'm gonna kill my shark. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll start plussing? Oh. I wonder if Lily's even that good here. Could get greedy. My hand's really good. It puts me kind of in an awkward spot. Blue Sun's Twilight, it's for Rakdos pretty much exclusively, which makes it needs to be really freaking good against Rakdos because it's pretty much one matchup. Maybe Control, just stealing Sharks is good. Maybe against a Control deck it's better than like Push or well, you're already boarding out Push. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe against White Weenie it's good enough. Maybe some of the creature decks it's good enough. I don't want to make a 5/5 Shark. It is bad against Lily. Like potentially game losing against Lily. No, not game losing, but it's bad. I mean, I guess they could still have removal for it somehow. Could have Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay Chariot, I lose. I'm not too sure. I might just cycle a 2/2. I have Deluge in my yard anyways. As a mana sink, yeah. I think I'm just going to make a 2/2 enough turn. Why they had Lily Chariot, I would have gotten wrecked. Wow. Wow, I'm great. What is their last card? Helion. Oh no, it's Loch attack. No, I get an Edict, I'm probably gonna yeah, that's bad. Great into not so great. Just negates. This is fine, actually. Can just push. I don't really care about Greasefang. Not as much. Not short term. This way I can negate a Chariot. Or back up Lily. Discards a card. Show them the bad news. Oh, I had no cards. I could have just exiled one. I mean, they have so many. Doesn't really make a difference. How are we doing on time? This is game 2. Plenty of time. Gaia Reach. I cut it. I just think Field of Ruin is more important, basically. There's only 2 Narsets in the deck. But it's close. I wouldn't blame anyone for playing 1 Gaia Reach. I think it's fine. Did I keep in Gearhulk? Don't have the mana anyways. Opponent's garbage mode time. I have Clang and Double Deluge in the yard. Big Field of Ruin. I wanna do a basic land check. I'm not sure. I mean, they should never show me. Even if they have a basic, they should just not get a basic here. So in theory, this is pretty bad. Well, I think that's what I would do if I was them and I had a basic in my deck. I would not show it. I mean, I guess I could look up online their latest list and see if they had one or not, but feeling my hard cast line, yeah. I'll do the giveaway for the Gosu X box after this game. If you're from the US exclusively, I did for France last time. I know other countries might feel left out, but you have a chance to enter a giveaway. It's a board game. It's they do have a limit. Gearhulk was their limit for garbage time. It's strategic. It's not casual. It's somewhat try hard, or at least like not casual. I mean, it's not super easy to pick up. It's a 1v1 game. There's a draft element. I think it should. If you're a Magic player, you'll probably like it. If you like Magic and board games. I'll talk about it a tiny bit more before I do the giveaway. But yeah, it's one of my friends who edited the game. He's old school Magic player. I already told that story the other day, but he's one of the guys who actually started the local game store where I used to spend my days. So it's kind of cool. Even though he was kind of on the way out of managing the store when I really started playing a lot. Once Blue Twilight 4, it's Rakdos. To steal, it's supposed to be good against Fable, and it's like decent early game, and it's like a kind of a good top deck in the late game. Sign me up. Well, I'll just do giveaway like I do the usual giveaways. So it worked well last time. People were good about it. I think only people who lived in France actually entered the giveaway, so that was nice of chatters. Didn't have to be like, oh, you won. Where are you from? Oh, New Zealand. I'm like, no. But yeah, I got Reed to try it. He said he enjoyed it. He had an it was funny. He was like, he didn't know exactly what to do with every card, like rule wise, and literally they had the FAQ go up in English, the English FAQ go up the same day. And then I gave a box to Sam. Like at the PT, I took 2 boxes with me, and I gave one to Reed and I gave one to Sam. Hearse. Hearse is kind of a problem, right? I mean, it's nice right now that it's like a turn where they do nothing, but man, people just showing up with the hearse and the ley lines against me. It's also gonna be huge. How do I get rid of a hearse? I have an Otawara? I mean, I can kill it. Obviously, I can push it if they ever activate it, but also not too sure what to do with these sensors. I usually cycle the first one. Pretty bad against discard spells too. You see what I see, chat? The one swamp. Come on, fill over in. Well, I'm assuming it's 1 basic, no more, but who knows? Damn, hers just bodying me. It's gonna be so good for them. I think it's okay for me to just push this now, right? Hive could be good this game. Hive could win me this game. It's been tough for me today. My only win so far is a timeout. I mean, I haven't drawn super well. My opponents kind of have, but not the best showing for blue-black. At least my hand is okay here. Somewhat robust against their Thoughtseize. 1 for in a league. I mean, you're gonna have bad leagues with this deck for like any deck. I'm not claiming it's like 100% broken. What did they take? Edict? And for blue-eyed or Esper? I think blue black's really good still. I'm just saying it's not the best showing today. Would I ever counter an informant? I doubt it. Trying to figure out if I can get it. Yeah, the deck's really fun to play, win or lose. Like control decks. I mean, you're always, in most games, there's always like kind of a fight. Vanishing Verse. Yeah, I mean, it's always the same thing. Adding a color is real cost, and usually have enough good colors. Sure, you don't get to play every exact spell you would want to play, but the third color is a beating. You're just Field of Ruin is just really important. Discarded Grizzly Salvage. They're crewing the hearse. Wow. That is so risky. That is really bad. There's no way 4 point of damage is worth it. Come on, deck. I mean, at least I get to, like, dig next turn. That attack seemed really bad. Maybe their hand's really... No, their hand's not really bad because they discarded Salvage. So it's pretty unlikely their hand's really bad. Okay, they don't have thing in the yards. It's gonna be rough though, even if they just have a Grease Fang to get to attack for 7. I feel like I was in such a bad spot this game and they just gambled and didn't get punished. No, maybe not. Maybe Hearse was starting to be low impact. That Hulk could bail me out if I can live. I'm not sure I get to live that long if they have a Grease Fang though. Looks like maybe they have Lily in hand and they're like, yeah, they took Edict. Grease Fang. How do you not take Shark Typhoon there? Weird. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. Confused. That's 9, so they can crew. Oh, they can't really crew. Trying to figure out if I can play Hull here. Doesn't feel like I can or should play Hull, but could be wrong. Cycle for 0, push. Oh, maybe I should play Hull. The crew. Cycle for free block. They might have chariots. You're late to the RC recap, yeah. You are. You can check out the VOD if you want. It was the first hour, or if you have any questions, you can ask them. Also going to be recording the podcast tonight with Pat, so probably be talking mostly about that, and you can check out the podcast when it's up tonight or tomorrow. It was about 45 minutes, the first 45 minutes of the stream. The podcast's probably gonna be like 45 minutes or an hour as well. I was worried if they just had a chariot here, like they can put me in a really rough spot, I think. And they get lucky. Ooh, no luck. What'd they get? They've got a Temple Garden. Oh, that was kind of clutch. It's pretty good for me, right? Cycle 2/2, push to Greasefang. Gonna have a hearse problem, but ooh, hello. Yes, that's not even that amazing. Pretty good though. I saved the push. Just Verdict, right? Verdict gets rid of Liliana though. I guess Liliana sucks because I have Haul and whatnot. Yeah, I think save the push, use the Verdict. Counters like flashback cards. Hey, Auntie, what's up? Ooh, that's an interesting draw. Oh, it's mostly a good draw. I don't know about interesting. I think there's Verdict now. Play on tap land. So I can cycle. Hers is 6/6, 8/8, so I've got like 2 turns until it's lethal. Cool game, close game. They don't know about the push. Nice. They can bring back the hearse was Greasefang, I guess. It's not the best, but well, that was a draw. That sure was a card I could have drawn. 2 plus a 4/4. Oh, but the hearse goes back to their hands. Oh, it's pretty. Yeah. I almost missed that. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token. I almost missed it. I forgot. I was like, oh, they can bring back hearse exile. I forgot it goes back to their hand. It's actually like legit good. Is that their last card in hand? Nice. It looks like we win. The Sharks were so good. So important against the Lily plan. It's nice to Hive to like get the trigger. Not sure what's better. I think this is probably fine, right? Should I get their only creature or their only does Hearse even do anything anymore? Get their only creature. Yeah, I've just tried to kill them. Or at least like put Lily down to 1. So I still have lethal. Yeah, I should have probably just put Lily down to 1. I don't know. It's pretty close. All right, we got there. Feels like they messed up at some point. Starting to attack to her. He also discarded that Grizzly Salvage to a Fiend's Informant. I don't know. Looked a little sus from my side, but is Blue Sun Zenith good against Red Black? I'm trying to find out. It's the first time I'm trying it, and I haven't gotten paired against Rakdos. It should be, in theory, right? Stealing a Fable token, stealing a Harvester, stealing Sheoldred. Just it's high impact top deck, and it's good against Fable. Yeah, I lost. Mengu beat me. The All right, I got it. Oh, speaking of, I'm not sure it's actually Mengu though. Katana sleeves for the winner? Question mark. Hmm. It's not online. It might not be Mengu. I guess I need to mulligan. Oh, it is Mengu. Oh, maybe he doesn't share his account anymore. I don't know. Whatever. I should maybe not talk about that anyways. Surely is, yeah. No one's. I've never shared my account with anyone. Yeah, I'm done. Delete the VOD. No one in chat, me, Mengu, no one's never shared their account. My account's not even my account originally. I asked Katana sleeps for the winner. I guess he's AFK. What is going on now? Oh, it's just pictures. Not a bad hand. What would Mengu be playing? Mengu does like creatures. Does bottom these two. Oh, he's playing Angel, so I might have a shot with Mulligan to 5. On the other hand, maybe I should have kept that double.
Bonjour. Bien remis du séjour à Naples?
Such bonjours. Buongiorno. Grazie. Hey Gaillard. Ouais, bien remis. Ça, c'est pas trop dur. C'est pas trop loin. Merci pour le réabonnement. I wonder if I should kill the elf. Elf's good with Reconstruction if he ever draws it. Probably can't get too fancy here. Just Censor. I'll push the elf now, definitely. Could Boseiju in Plains? Could Boseiju in 2 mystery cards? Ah, he actually drew company. I was gonna not play my Kling actually. I'm not sure if it was smart or not, but I was gonna take 1 turn off playing my Kling just in case he did draw company. I see when he doesn't attack with Elf, he's clearly repping company. Is Elf the new stock list or? Huh. I guess just go, right? Elf's probably a good thing for me. The matchup was already pretty good. Very good. Elf probably makes it even better. Might not need that first main stop. Company's not even that scary anymore. Deluge and close land Shark Typhoon. Is it close? I don't know. You could do land and Shark Typhoon if you're a maniac. Let's just say go here. Just push in response if he plays an angel. You would have gone land Typhoon actually, really? I think that's kind of nuts. Not kind of nuts since I considered it, but I think the Deluge's gotta be better now. I'm a little worried about flooding. Okay. This elf's pretty good against Edict. Give him that. Hey, Markovitz. I saw the picture, yeah. What am I doing? Thanks, Markovitz. Appreciate it. Oh, just realized he didn't get a basic. Was this makes his life a little trickier against Shark Typhoon. Or not? He drew a company. 2 cards in hand. Should I Edict? Go down to 4? Probably. Changes will be on a single basic. I didn't think so. I thought it used to be 2 or 3. HS2, GG's. Good GG, but really. There's nothing I can even deluge into at this point. So maybe I was better off just clinging. I guess no, clinging a creature buys me a turn, so I can go like, or it could just be a human cleric. I have a swamp left in my deck, right? I think I have 3. Maybe he's holding a basic. Yeah, maybe. Mango is a little gelato break. Man, I got such good ice cream at the airport. Oh, it was so good. I got hazelnut and dark chocolate. That was some of the best ice cream I've ever had. Apparently, it's a pretty big chain, and it's, yeah. And I have good ice cream around like where I live. There's like pretty good ice cream place, but that was like next level. No, I mean, it makes sense that list has way less basics, right? Because of the elves. He's probably playing more green sources and more dual lands. Alright, Super Walk. Take it easy, bud. So let's see. I'm digging to Extinction Event, so actually getting rid of the elf would be kind of nice. That's fine. Basically Trying to buy time to an Extinction Event. Easy clap. What do you think, chat? Odd or even? Womp womp. So close.
From the ghastly Eyrie, I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
Remember, chat, 1 life is not 0. Use your life total as a resource. Oh, yes, no cards in hand, too. Wait, do I have a basic left? I don't have a basic left. Oops, that was almost bad. Alright, let's main phase Deluge. Trying to find a Censor +1 maybe. Drown and Gearhulk. That should do. Yeah, Lord of the Ring preview show. Maybe Mangul Scoop. Manganose. Verdict. Shark's okay. Blue Sun's probably fine in this matchup. Cut down. JVP's really good. Negate's really good. Edict's probably good enough. I guess something's got to go. I think you want Narset in case he has the enchantment. Even though the enchantment's kind of bad. Shark's like not that great, I guess. Gearhulk's probably not that great. It's a bit better against the elves, I guess. And then Thoughtseize on the draw's probably fine. Or Shark's is Shark's nice against the elves deep down. It's another matchup where Kalita's probably like a trap. I'll do the Edicts over 2 Sharks, and I'll do just 1 Twilight. Twilight seems a little greedy. I like these shows too. They're well done. They do a really good job with these preview shows.
Y'all, this set is an amazing love letter to the Open fans. One of which...
Oh, is it not the like? Oh, it's first look. It's not like the like production and stuff. Hard Gravy. Wow, 44 months. So many long-time subs. Lucky me. Thank you so much for all the support, Hard Gravy. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. Of course, chat. If you don't want the ads, you can sub. If you have Twitch Prime sub, great way to support the stream for very little. You can link your Amazon account to your Twitch account or your family member's Amazon account, significant other, friend. Get a free Twitch Prime sub every month. Yep. I'm sub, but I want the ads. What do I do? Not sure. I think you might just be screwed. I guess I'm just supposed to Edict. Maybe the elves are good in this matchup. Just because the matchup's really bad anyways, but at least with elves you can steal some games. Oh, Scooter. Alright, feel free to share links to like the cards that are being spoiled. I guess we can always go to like MTG Goldfish Twitter or someone's Twitter like that, and Steph's usually pretty good about that stuff. Ooh, Emiria. That's why he had so few basics. I think I heard about these Emirias. Alright, Narset. Gonna be rough. Yeah, that Elf's winning him the game. For now. I was wrong.
Unless I'm this excited. So we are going to kick things off, and of course we are going to start things by taking a look at...
Is it okay if I just leave that in the background?
Thoron's Bane. For 1 white mana, you get a 1/2 legendary creature, Halfling Citizen. For white or black, if Frodo Sauron's Bane is a citizen, it becomes a Halfling Scout with base power and toughness 2, 3, and lifelink. And then for triple black mana, if Frodo is a scout, it becomes a Halfling Rogue with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. Yes, being tempted by the ring is a core mechanic of this set.
Modern?
We are not going to talk about what it means yet today. You will see it referenced in a few places.
The card is
we're
terrible
talk about
unless
the
the ring
actual
thing is
mechanics
great.
of that as we get closer to the set, but know that it is imbued throughout this set. And I'm going to pause because each of these cards tells a little story at a certain point. This is Frodo going on his journey. He starts as a halfling citizen and then becomes a scout as he goes out into the world. And then as the ring bears down on him, as his journey goes on, he becomes a halfling rogue with, you see that black mana imbuing him with even more power. Now, we of course have multiple different versions of cards in this set, and so let's go through what they are and kind of the concepts for each of them. So there's the main set regular version on the left. In the center there is the Showcase Ring treatment. So the Showcase Ring treatment is meant to show characters when they're at a point of uncertainty. Often it involves being tempted by the ring or wearing the ring or handling the ring. Not all of them. We're going to see a couple cases today where they are other moments of uncertainty. But here you see Frodo early on slipping on the ring to hide and being further tempted by it and drawn to its power. Finally, on the right side, the Borderless Scene Bundle promo. So if you have been paying attention, there are 7 scenes. Collections of cards that in that borderless treatment will create a scene. We're going to see one of those scenes today. When we first announced the set, we released the scene, not the cards, of the Battle of Pelennor Fields, and this is from a scene that we're going to reveal here that shows them at Mount Doom. So we're going to show all 4 cards in that scene today. Now, of course, Frodo can't go to Mount Doom without Samwise the Stout-Hearted. This is a legendary creature halfling peasant. Samwise the Stout-Hearted costs 1 and a white mana, is a 2/1 with flash. And when Samwise the Stout-Hearted enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand, then the ring tempts you. So something I want to point out about this, you'll notice that Samwise here is an uncommon. Throughout this set, if you saw the article yesterday on IGN talking about Gandalf, there are multiple versions of characters depicted at different points in the story. And there will be uncommon versions, rare versions, mythic versions. Not every character gets all the different rarities, but it's much like Brothers War, where your favorite characters get multiple treatments.
Oh, like, why didn't he gain life? And then I realized it was
redeemed. So this is the uncommon version of Samwise the Stout-Hearted, and as is flavorful, he's saving someone. So let's look at the different versions of Samwise the Stout-Hearted. I love his Showcase Ring treatment, which shows him bearing Frodo up Mount Doom to carry the One Ring that last little bit of the way that only Sam and his strength could do. Finally, on the right side, the Borderless Scene Bundle promo is showing his part in the scene of Mount Doom. Now, the Borderless Scene Bundle promo, it's noted as a bundle promo, but you can get this scene in collector boosters as well.
Oh no, he gets an angel, right?
So the scene, the bundle scene is foil.
Right.
And note that in the bundle, normally there is one bundle promo. In this case, the bundle and the gift bundle will both have this scene. So we'll have all 4 cards. Every bundle will have all 4 cards, and we'll see the others today. Non-foils can be found in the collector booster of that scene with Samwise the Stout-Hearted over there. All right, now also imbued throughout this set are the locations that we visit throughout the entire journey. And so I thought today we'd share.
Also don't need Thoughtseize in some numbers, but I don't think I really need
So let's take a look at the Shire. The Shire is a legendary land that enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Tap to add green, and 1 in a green, tap an untapped creature you control, create a food token.
Cool.
And I love the flavor text on all of these. You must start somewhere and have some roots, and the soil of the Shire is deep. So a couple things to note about this card. Yes, there is a bit of a legendary theme throughout the set. Obviously, with so many amazing characters, there are legends strewn throughout this set. Many who are very well known, like Frodo and Sam, and we'll see some lesser known ones later on as well. And then food. How can it be a set with hobbits and not have a food sub-theme? So you'll see many hobbits creating food, doing things with food. There's some versions of Sam that deal with food. So you'll see food kind of throughout this set as well. Now, these locations, all of which have rare or mythic rare versions, will also have borderless versions as well. So this is the borderless version of the Shire with different art on the idyllic landscape. All right, and now the polar opposite of the Shire, we come to Mount Doom, a legendary land that you can tap and pay a life to add black or red. Then you can pay 1 black, red, and tap. Mount Doom deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then the incredibly flavorful final ability, 5 a black and a red, tap and sacrifice Mount Doom and a legendary artifact. Choose up to 2 creatures, then destroy the rest.
It's pretty aggro. It's a lot of damage.
As a sorcery. A couple notes on this one, besides just dripping with flavor. I know a lot of people will see the black and red and expect that there is a cycle of dual lands. That is not the case. This is a land that was specifically designed to represent Mount Doom. This is not part of a 5-card cycle. This is just Mount Doom adding the black and red. And of course, there is the borderless version, which gets a little up close and personal with the final landing spot of
Dredge Toy or Black Red Burn.
Next, I want to circle back and look at a couple more characters, one of which should look familiar if you saw the IGN article yesterday. But first, we have Gollum, Patient Plotter. For 1 and a black, you have a legendary creature, Halfling Horror. Gollum, Patient Plotter is a 3/1. And when Gollum, Patient Plotter leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Again, we'll talk more about what that means closer to release. Black and sacrifice a creature. Return Gollum from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only as a sorcery. This is an uncommon version of Gollum, kind of as we meet him along with Frodo. There are multiple versions, of course, of Gollum. We have Gollum in the center, living in his cave with the ring for hundreds of years. And then on the right side, we have Gollum's part in that Mount Doom scene.
Can't just take Sabotage here.
And then if you saw the article yesterday, this next one is going to look familiar. So Gandalf the Grey was revealed by IGN yesterday for 3 blue and a red, legendary creature, Avatar Wizard. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, choose one that hasn't been chosen. You may tap or untap target permanent. Gandalf the Grey deals 3 damage to each opponent. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. or put Gandalf on top of its owner's library. It's a 3/4. Gandalf shows up, does some tricks, and leaves. What I do, let's put up the ring version as well. So I want to talk about this a little bit. I know this card was revealed yesterday, but again, with the multiple versions of a character, this is the Gandalf we see protecting the Fellowship in the Mines of Moria when the Balrog shows up. So you'll see that on the left, him standing up ready.
I actually need to like focus because I think I can take a few hits, counter an angel. Or if he taps out for a free mana angel, I can go... No, I guess I have to counter it because he's gaining life from both. In the second field plus drown the bishop. I just have to counter though. I mean, just counter, right? JVP. Ooh. JVP so tempting. Could be too slow though. Edict's not super great. Yeah, I think JVP's just too greedy. Alright, I'm in a decent spot here. I can counter the next free mana spell. White remand? What? Reprieve. A white and a one, return. Oh my god.
White remand, which people have been talking about being possible in white for a while. So that is going to be available in modern.
I mean, remand's already legal in modern, right? But it's really bad.
Again,
but in white, it's
dripping
different.
with flavor, and where there are opportunities,
against Verdict,
kind of cool modern shots were made.
Wait, blue-white control got better? Remand's not. Remand's legal in modern, right?
Reprieve. I'll just play blue-white, and we can play 8 of these things.
Yeah, blue-white got worse because now they can remand your Verdict. Blue-white got much worse. Hammer was remand. Yeah. Stoneforge Mystic. Bye, bye, bye. Supreme Verdict. Sell, sell, sell. This is close. I think it's Thicket. Because we only saw basic planes. He only has one basic path. And it's a planes. Hardcast. And then lose the game to a company. I'm good. Tom Bombadil. 5 mana, 4/4, legendary creature, god by as long as there are 4 more lore counters among sagas you control. Wow. These. Dude, he drew Thicket too. Pretty UL. What should I do? Cycle Shark or cast Memory Deluge? Alright, cycle Shark first. It's gas and unplayable. Not sure if 4/4 does that much for me. If he ever resolves an angel. Now I see it does something for me, but was that good, chat? Were these good draws? Should maybe just kill the bishop Naya. Should attack, right? Attack and kill the bishop. The arts are gas. I feel like they did a good job being like in between magic. Still feel like it's a magic card, but also a little let him cook. It's also nice I'm getting rid of the even creatures. This way if I draw Extinction Event, I get to Extinction Event odds. When are they releasing this set? I'm not sure. This summer, maybe. Mango is not scared. Probably knows he just lose if I have another shark. Maybe he's, and I guess he's trying to get me to tap out for a shark so he can company, get lucky, get a huge board. But I don't have shark anyways. Edict and Negate, maybe? Oh, you can sack Mutavault, I guess. Oh, but then I get to censor that. That'd be nasty. I really lost. I lost to Red-Black Sack. I got kind of unlucky. I also should have lost against Phoenix. I got unlucky, but then I timed them out. And I beat Greasefang, but barely. It's not the most convincing league, but I guess I'm getting it done. And then I got like pretty good matchup. Yeah, what's up with being tempted by the ring, but the burden thing, and there's no actually being tempted. Tempted by the ring as a mechanic has nothing to do with the card itself. Okay, I got it. I think actually someone mentioned that. I'm just not paying attention. Could main Deluge try and find land plus 2-mana counter? Yeah, I think I should. Honestly, I wouldn't even sneeze on I don't even mind a negate here. A censor, like land plus censor. Well, I guess that'll probably do. Wow, look at that, Chad. Clearly Twilight's gonna be broken, and the only reason I win this match.
I could just read the poem, but there are 7 rings for the Dwarf Lords in their Halls of Stone. I'm paraphrasing at this point. And then there were 9 for mortal men. That's how the Nazgul came about. So, what we did in this set is there are serialized versions of the Elven Ring, of the Dwarf Lord rings, and of the Mortal Men rings. These you see here. So these are soul rings. Now, the text in them is Quenya, which is the Elvish tongue, and in each of these, they each have the same flavor text, and that flavor text is the poem 3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sky, 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their Halls of Stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord in his Dark Throne.
Actually, I should have let that resolve right.
Where the shadows lie. Now, there are
have a bigger
serialized versions and non-serialized versions. Now, notice on here, the 1 of 300, 1 of 700, 1 of 900. Those are to speak to the fact that there are 3 rings for the Elven King. So that's the Elvish ring, which there are 300. So there are double serialized, which have 300 total. And then there's non-foil, non-serialized. Again, of the Elven rings, there are 3,000 of those. Again, with playing off that 3. For the Dwarven Soul rings, that's center one, there are 7,000 non-foil, non-serialized, and 700 double rainbow foil serialized. And then for the 9...
When everyone will have a special version of every card,
9,000 non-foil, non-serialized rings, and 900
but maybe they'll have all the money by then.
Serialized.
It won't matter anymore.
These rings can only be found in collector boosters, which come in the languages you see at the bottom: English, German, French, Chinese Simplified, and Japanese. These are digital representations of those cards. Now, notice there's not a 1 ring in here. That's because, for this set, how do you serialize the 1 ring in any other way other than making a 1 of 1 ring, which we will show now. So this is a traditional foil card printed in the Black Speech of Sauron.
16.
It can only be found in a single English language, the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth collector booster. This is, for a game piece, this is mechanically the same as the One Ring that you can get in the main set. But that text there in the Black Speech,
there's some good in this world. Mr.
is
Yellow
the
Hut, and
remainder
it's worth
of
fighting
that
for.
poem. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find.
Aardvark Torture, thanks for the resub. Man, I'm dead. What's that from already? There's some good in this world, Mr. Something, and it's worth fighting for. Wish my brain wasn't just smush. My memory terrible. I did from Lord of the Ring. Duh. Yeah. Chief Bride's been a while, but yeah. Do I even need to block? He goes up to 10, gets an angel, blocks, F push. If I block, he gets a 1/1, but I was. Alright. I got a game. Elf was good. I was saying Elf would make the matchup even worse for him, but it actually makes sense against Edict and stuff, makes it better. Just torturing Mengu? No. Mengu doesn't let himself get tortured.
Just something about
okay, let's check out the rest of this
ring, and so we had to do that. Now, let's move on. I went a little bit out of order there. That's okay. My producer Sean kept up. Appreciate you, Sean.